Welcome to Classroom Idaho, Learn at Home, a partnership of the Idaho State Board of Education, the Idaho Office for Refugees and English Language Center, Projects of Janus, and Idaho Public Television.
Hi, welcome to ESL class on Idaho Public Television. My name is Tara Weeks. What is your name?
My name is Carol Schill. Mrs. Weeks, what else can you tell us about yourself?
I live in Boise, Idaho. Where do you live?
I live in Boise, Idaho. Where do you work?
I work for the English Language Center that is located within the Idaho Office for Refugees. Where do you work, Mrs. Schill?
I work at Taft Elementary School in the Boise School District.
That's wonderful. Today, we are going to read a story. This story is called The Goat, the Dog, and the Cow. Here's the picture from the story. Goat, Dog, and Cow is a story about three animals who take a taxi ride. But first, we're going to talk about some vocabulary.
In the story, you said there was a goat. This is a goat. I am going to make a map to show my words for my vocabulary. So the name of the story is The Goat. Look at the picture of a goat. Goat has two.
Mrs. Schill, I can't hear your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. A goat has 2 ears and 2 horns and 2 eyes. This is a goat. Another animal she said was in the story was a dog. I'm going to add dog on my map. D-O-G. I'm going to draw a dog with 2 floppy ears. That is my dog. Our story has a goat, a dog, and a cow. A cow also has 2 ears and 2 horns. C-O-W. Get it where you can see all the words. That is my cow. In the story, Mrs. Weeks, what do the goat, the dog, and the cow do?
In this story, the goat, the dog, and the cow go on a journey. They ride in a taxi.
A taxi is a car. So I'm going to draw a picture of a taxi car on my map. This car is a taxi. All of these things go with our story, and our story is goat, dog, and cow. They all go in our story. They're going on a journey in a taxi. Mrs. Weeks, have you ever gone on a journey?
Yes, I have gone on a journey.
Where did you go?
I went to the city called McCall in Idaho.
Oh, nice. A journey is when you travel to a new place. This man is walking to a new place. The goat, the dog, and the cow are going to travel in a car. They're going to go in a taxi. This man is going on a journey walking. I would love to hear the story of the goat, the dog, and the cow.
Okay, let's listen to the story. There you go. Can you see that?
Beautiful.
Goat, Dog, and Cow by Fabian Waccoli, illustrated by Marlene Visser and Ingrid Schetcher. This story is also available in other languages, such as Arabic, Kiswahili, and Spanish, if you go to this website, global-asp.github.io. Listen to the story. Goat, dog, and cow were great friends. One day they went on a journey in a taxi. When they reached the end of their journey, the driver asked them to pay their fares. Cow paid her fare. Dog paid a bit extra because he did not have the correct money. The driver was about to give Dog his change when the goat ran away without paying anything. The driver was very annoyed. He drove away without giving Dog his change. That is why even today, Dog runs towards a car to peep inside and find the driver who owes him his change. Goat runs away from the sound of a car. She is afraid she will be arrested for not paying her fare. And Cow is not bothered when a car is coming. Cow takes her time crossing the road because she knows she paid her fare in full.
I like that story.
Me too.
Do you think there were some other new words?
I do think there were some other new words. For example, the phrase pay a fare might be a new word.
I think you're right. I think we should add them to our map. Let's add pay. Pay is when you give someone money. You give them money. You pay with money. Fare is how much money it costs. You would pay your fare with money.
In this picture, the cow pays her fare. Here it is in the sentence, cow paid her fare.
So I'll add the word fare. Pay, fare. Can you think of other words?
I can think of other words, such as run away.
Run away. Run away.
Mrs. Schill ran away.
I ran away. Run away. Run away when you go fast. Run away. Run away. You go fast. You run away.
In this picture, the goat ran away. Let's see it in the sentence. When goat ran away without paying anything. Another word we might want to look at is annoyed. What does annoyed mean, Mrs. Schill?
For me, annoyed means the same as mad. When I get annoyed, I get mad. I am mad when I am annoyed.
Let's see what annoyed looks like. In this picture, the driver is annoyed. And the sentence says, the driver was very annoyed. There's one more word that we should look at, and that is afraid. What does afraid mean, Mrs. Schill?
Afraid is when something scares you and you're afraid. Oh, I am afraid when I see a snake. This person is afraid. Oh, they are afraid.
Let's look at the word afraid in the story. In this picture, goat is afraid. The example is, she is afraid she will be arrested. Are we ready to read the story again?
I think so.
Okay, as we read, listen for the new vocabulary words. Listen and repeat. Goat, dog, and cow. Please repeat. Goat, dog, and cow were great friends.
Goat, dog, and cow were great friends.
One day, they went on a journey in a taxi.
One day, they went on a journey in a taxi.
When they reached the end of their journey,
When they reached the end of their journey,
the driver asked them to pay their fares.
the driver asked them to pay their fares.
Cow paid her fare.
Cow paid her fare.
Dog paid a bit extra because he did not have the correct money.
Dog paid a bit extra because he did not have the correct money.
The driver was about to give Dog his change when Goat ran away without paying anything.
The driver was about to give Dog his change when Goat ran away without paying anything.
The driver was very annoyed.
The driver was very annoyed.
He drove away without giving Dog his change.
He drove away without giving Dog his change.
That is why, even today, Dog runs toward a car.
That is why, even today, Dog runs towards a car
To peep inside and find the driver who owes him his change.
to peep inside and find the driver who owes him his change.
Goat runs away from the sound of a car.
Goat runs away from the sound of a car.
She is afraid she will be arrested for not paying her fare.
She is afraid she will be arrested for not paying her fare.
And Cow is not bothered when a car is coming.
And Cow is not bothered when a car is coming.
Cow takes her time crossing the road.
Cow takes her time crossing the road
Because she knows she paid her fare in full.
because she knows she paid her fare in full.
Thank you, Mrs. Schill. Shall we do another map to retell the story?
That would be a great idea. Let's move this one out of the way. When I'm retelling a story, I always put the name of the story at the top. The name of this story was Goat, Dog, and Cow.
Those of you at home can get your pencil and paper and write this down with us.
I like to tell what happened first in the story. Can you remember what happened in the beginning of the story?
Yes, in the beginning, the cow, the dog, and the goat went on a journey in a taxi.
I am going to write that and draw a little picture to remind myself what all my words mean. I'm going to write a sentence for this. So this is good practice for writing if you copy down the words. Goat, dog, and cow went on a journey in a taxi. Three animals, goat, dog, and cow, went on a journey in a taxi. I'm going to draw my car. Goat, dog, and cow went on a journey in a taxi. This happened first. What happened next?
Next, the driver asked them to pay their fare.
Let's put that in the middle. The driver asked them to pay their fare. The driver asked them to pay their fare. He wanted them to pay with money. So I am going to draw a picture of some money. First, the goat, the dog, and the cow went on a journey in a taxi. The driver asked them to pay their fare.
That's very good.
Something happens at the end of this story. The driver gets annoyed. What can we say about the end of the story?
At the end of the story, goat did not pay.
At the end, the goat does not pay. I'm going to draw a picture of the goat. It reminds me, which animal did not pay? The goat did not pay. The goat actually ran away.
That annoyed the taxi driver.
Let's get another paper. The driver was annoyed. When the goat ran away. He was annoyed. He was very annoyed when the goat ran away. Is there more we can tell about this story?
Well, now, because the driver was annoyed, he did not give the dog his change.
The dog did not get his change. The dog did not get his money. The dog did not get his change.
Shall we call that the end?
I think so. Should we look at all our parts one more time and see if we have all the parts? Goat, dog, and cow. First, goat, dog, and cow went on a journey in a taxi. The driver asked them to pay their fare with money. At the end, the goat does not pay. The goat ran away. The driver was annoyed when the goat ran away. The dog did not get his change. That was a good story.
I liked that story. Shall we do some comprehension questions now?
I think that's a good time to do that, yes.
Okay. Let's do a screen share. Goat, dog, and cow. Comprehension questions. Number 1, where were goat, dog, and cow going? A, Walmart. B, a journey. C, friends. Or D, fair? Answer the question.
The answer is B, a journey. Goat, dog, and cow were going on a journey. Number 2, the driver asked them to blank their fares. A, pay their fares. B, eat their fares. C, share their fares. D, sell their fares. A, pay. The driver asked them to pay their fares. 3, who paid a bit extra? A, dog. B, goat. Or C, cow. A, dog. Who paid a bit extra? Dog paid a bit extra. 4, why did goat run away from the taxi? A, goat gave dog her fare. B, goat was afraid of cow. C, goat did not want to pay. C, goat did not want to pay. So goat ran away from the taxi. Number 5, why was the driver annoyed? A, because he does not like animals. B, because dog gave him money. Or C, because goat ran away without paying. Why was the driver annoyed? D, because goat ran away without paying. Number 6, how do you think the goat felt? Why? What do you think, Mrs. Schill? How did the goat feel?
I think the goat felt afraid.
Why do you think the goat felt afraid?
I think he felt afraid because he knows he was doing the wrong thing and he had to run away.
I agree with you, Mrs. Schill.
Wow, that was a great story.
I like that story a lot.
Now that we've finished reading the story, let's talk about riding a taxi here in Boise.
Oh, good idea.
Mrs. Schill, have you ever ridden a taxi before?
I have ridden a taxi in Boise before. I rode one to the airport.
I have ridden a taxi before too, when my car was broken.
Oh boy, well.
And riding a taxi is kind of like riding a bus.
It is like riding a bus. In a bus, you have to pay the driver a fare. And in a taxi, you also have to pay the driver a fare. So they're similar.
Very similar. So why don't we talk about everything you have to do to ride a taxi?
Good idea.
Let's talk about using a taxi. Let's read that. Using a taxi. In this example, I will pretend to be the taxi driver. Mrs. Schill, will you pretend to be the one using a taxi?
Yes, I will be the passenger or the person riding in the taxi. This is a picture of a taxi. This is a car. I know it's a taxi car because on the top it has the word taxi. T-A-X-I. Taxi.
Taxi.
When I need a taxi, I call them on my phone. I use my cell phone and I tell them where I am and I ask them to come and get me. Then I have to wait. Sometimes I have to wait a very long time for the taxi to come, but I wait. When the taxi comes, the taxi driver will ask me some questions. Do you want to ask me some questions, Mrs. Weeks?
Yes, I do. The taxi driver will say, "Where are you going?" Please repeat. Where are you going? Faster. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
And the taxi passenger will say,
I am going to the store. I am going to the store.
yes. Shall we practice this using a different voice, like the emotions we talked about earlier?
Good idea. Shall we try it? As though we are afraid.
Afraid. Can we look at the picture of afraid again?
Let's see. Afraid.
Afraid. Let's read the dialogue as if we are afraid. Where are you going?
I'm going to the store.
Please repeat. Where are you going?
Where are you going? I'm going to the store.
Thank you. That was fun. Let's do a different emotion.
Let's try it with the annoyed emotion. Remember, annoyed is someone that's a little mad.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the store.
Please repeat. Where are you going?
Where are you going? I'm going to the store.
I'm going to the store. That was fun, Mrs. Schill. Shall we try another?
Yes, let's do it. This picture is what it looks like when you pay your fare to the taxi driver. But before you can give the taxi driver your money, you have to ask a question. You have to ask the taxi driver how much it costs. Can we practice that, Mrs. Weeks?
Yes, let's practice that. The taxi driver goes second. Go ahead, Mrs. Schill.
How much does it cost?
It costs $21.25. Repeat.
It costs $21.25.
Let's practice with our real money.
Oh, I have a problem, Mrs. Weeks. I don't have $21.25. I have $20 and I have $5.
Oh, that is not a problem because I have change. I can give you change.
So I can give $25 and Mrs. Weeks will give me change. Here's my $25.
Thank you. Okay, here's your change.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's count how much change I got. I have $1. I have another dollar, and then look, this is 3/4.
Could you please repeat that, Mrs. Schill?
You gave me $1, $2, $3, and you gave me 3/4.
That's right. That is your change. Could you please write that down so that I can see the numbers?
Sure. $3. How many cents is 3/4?
Well, each quarter is worth 25 cents. So we could say 25, 50, 75.
So my change was $3.75.
$3.75. That's good. Thank you. So you can ask the driver, how much does it cost? And the driver will tell you it costs the amount of money that it costs. Shall we practice this dialogue with different emotions now?
Let's.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Schill, I can't hear you. Could you please repeat that?
Can we try it with the afraid voice?
Yes, let's see the afraid picture again. There it is. Afraid. Okay, let's try the dialogue like we're afraid.
How much does it cost?
It costs $21.25. Please repeat.
How much does it cost?
How much does it cost? It costs $21.25.
It costs $21.25.
Let's do a different emotion. What was our other emotion that we practiced?
Annoyed.
Annoyed.
Let's try. Annoyed is a little bit mad.
Annoyed. Okay, let's do the dialogue like we're annoyed.
How much does it cost?
It costs $21.25. Oh, that was fun doing it with different voices.
I like that too.
Let's look at how much money $21.25 actually is. 20. This is a $20 bill. It says the number 20 on it in numbers. It also says the word 20 in letters, T-W-E-N-T-Y, $20. How much money is this?
That is $1.
$1. It has the number 1, and it also says the word one, O-N-E, $1. So this is $21 in cash. And here is a coin. How much money is this coin?
That coin is 25 cents.
Mm-hmm.
It also has another
25
name.
cents.
It has another name. That is also called a quarter. Can you show where it says quarter?
Yes, right here it says Q-U-A-R-T-E-R, quarter. This is a quarter, but it doesn't have any numbers. Quarter means 25 cents. Here's the dialogue that we already said. Let's read it one more time so that you can see how the words are written.
I only have $25.
Here is your change. Please repeat.
I only have $25.
I only have $25. Here is your change. Okay. Let's practice counting with all of the numbers. First, let's count by ones, and then we can practice counting by tens with skip counting. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 is like a quarter. Shall we practice skip counting by tens also?
Yes, let's do that.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's do the skip counting by 100, by tens, backwards. Let's start from 100 and go back down to 10. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. 25 is 1 quarter. How much is 2 quarters?
2 quarters is 50.
50. How much is 3 quarters?
3/4 is 75.
75. And 4/4?
Is $1 or 100.
That's right. Now let's see if you can remember those numbers. Here are 4/4. How much is 1/4?
25.
25. How much is 2/4?
50.
50. 3/4?
75.
75. And 4/4?
100 or
That's
$1.
$1 is 100. Some people might say it like this: 25, 50, 75, $1. Let's practice that song. 25, 50, 75, $1. Quarters are coins, but $1 is not a coin. It is made of paper. What is money made of paper called? Here is $21. So $20 bill and a $1 bill are both made of paper. These are called cash. Please repeat. Cash.
Cash.
Paper money is called cash.
Cash.
Do you have any cash or coins, Mrs. Schill?
I do. I have some cash and some coins.
Can
me
we
show you.
see?
I'm going to show you. What would you like to see first? Cash?
I'd love to see your cash.
I have a $1 bill. I have a $5 bill. I have a $10 bill. And I have a $20 bill. They are all made out of paper.
Oh, so these are all cash?
That is all cash.
Wow. How much cash do you have altogether?
20 and 10 more is 30 and 5 more is 35 and 1 more is 36. I have $36.
Wow. $36. That's great. Do you have any coins?
I do have some coins. Let me get them. I have some coins, but I don't know how many coins I have.
Oh, that's a lot of coins. We only have a few minutes left, but before we go, let's review our vocabulary.
This story had some animals. One animal was a goat. Goat. Goat.
Goat.
How do you think we should spell that word, Mrs. Weeks?
I think G-O-A-T.
Good job.
That's it. For those of you at home, please get your pen or pencil and your paper, and let's write this down. G-O-A-T. Goat.
Goat. Good job. There was also a dog. Dog.
Dog.
Dog. How should we spell that one?
D-O-G. I'll write that down.
Dog. Dog. Good job.
Everybody
Very good.
write that down.
This one's a little tricky. This is called cow. Cow. Cow.
Cow. C O W.
Cow.
Write it down. C-O-W. Cow.
Cow. They went for a ride in a taxi.
T.
Taxi.
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 T. A. X.
Let me move over so you can see my word. T-A-X.
I.
I. Taxi.
Write that down. Taxi.
Good job. Let's write some more words. We learned a lot of words today. The animals went on a journey. They traveled to a different place. They went to a new place. Journey. Journey.
Journey.
That's tricky.
J. O. U. R. N. E. Y.
Journey.
Journey.
Journey. He's going on a journey. There was also someone that was afraid. The goat was afraid.
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 A. F. R. A. I. D.
Afraid.
Afraid.
Afraid. We had to pay. When we pay, we give someone money. We had to pay. Pay, pay,
Pay.
pay.
That's P. A. Y.
Pay,
Pay.
pay. When we pay with our money. Money.
Money.
Money is M O N E Y. Money.
Money.
And I think I only have one more word, and our word is annoyed. Annoyed.
Annoyed. Annoyed.
A N O Y D. Annoyed.
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 Now you can practice your vocabulary words at home since you wrote them down. Should we read them all one more time before we go?
I think that's a good idea. Let's start with this page. Journey, afraid,
Afraid,
pay,
pay,
money,
money,
annoyed,
annoyed,
goat,
goat,
dog,
dog,
cow,
cow,
taxi.
taxi.
All of these words were in our story today.
And that is all that we have time for today. Thank you very much, Mrs. Schill.
Oh, thank you. It was a lot of fun.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Classroom Idaho, Learn at Home, a partnership of the Idaho State Board of Education, the Idaho Office for Refugees and English Language Center, Projects of Janus, and Idaho Public Television. Funding for Classroom Idaho has been provided by the Idaho State Board of Education through the Governor's Emergency Education Relief Fund, the Friends of Idaho Public Television, the Idaho Public Television Endowment, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
You're watching Idaho Public Television's Create channel, continuing education, how-tos, and travel programs for lifelong learners.